Perk, who needs to be the best player for the rest of the series?
Who's going to be the best player for the rest of the series? Who's been the best player in this series? Big Body Brunson.
But there's a shocking answer.
But it's the truth. It's the truth because look, all I've been hearing is the praise of Joel Embiid with his 50 points and Tyrese Maxey, and rightfully so. But guess who's leading the postseason in points right now per game? It's this man right here. He was born in Chicago. I understand right now his home is in New York. But you know where he resided? Is in Philly, Villanova, 2 championships. And guess what? He's familiar on that turf. He's comfortable. That's why in Game 4 he had that 47-piece, all flats and those 10 biscuits he dished out. So when I think about Big Body Brunson, we're talking about a game changer, a game manager that equals up to Jalen Brunson. Damn it, he's going to perform tonight in great fashion.
Yeah, good take. I mean, Jalen Brunson for sure is a guy that, we talk about who's going to score the most points or who's going to lead the series in scoring. He shoots the most,
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. No, I'm saying there's a reason. I mean, he's a high-volume scorer.
Yeah, they're up 3-2. Keep going.
I'm not saying this in a bad way.
First choosing violence early this morning.
He leads. I think he leads a series of attempts.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. And he has to. He doesn't have Julius Randle there. But I think for this to be a competitive series, for this to go 7 games, I think Joel Embiid has to, muster everything that he has left. If you're going to play, you're going to play, right? We can make the excuses for him, and he has plenty that he could use because he's battling plenty of injuries. But for this team to have a serious even chance of making a Game 7, he has to be dominant. I don't know if they could afford another game where you rely on Maxey going for 46, 47, whatever it was.
Right.
You need him to have a big-time game. He can't have an off night. He can't have a slow fourth quarter. He has to dominate. He's capable. We've seen it early in the series when he had 50, so we know it's possible.
The story of this series, as it has unfolded, has been absolutely fantastic for NBA fans. It's been agony for the 76ers and Knicks fans and joy to watch it. And basically what's happened is the star player who's played the best has gotten his team the win. Embiid, Maxey, Brunson. Whoever carries their team on a night. Now, I think Maxey needs Embiid more than Brunson needs any teammate, so I think they're tied together. Whoever delivers the best game tonight, and by the way, that might mean one of them scoring 48 and the other one scoring 42. And everything that's happened in this series has been just incredible to watch, including yesterday when the 76ers owners announced, not only did it, but announced that they were buying 2,000 tickets to this game. Yeah. Tickets, their own tickets, rebuying their own tickets to keep the Knicks fans out.
I don't know if this is going to work.
This is fascinating. This series has given us everything we could ask for. We got probably 2 games left, and we're going to see awesome performances tonight.
We're going to Game 7 in the Garden.
But here's the thing. That shows how great the New York Knicks are to basketball, right? When you think about this for a second, Philly fan base is one of the best fan bases in sports. When you have to go out and do the things that the ownership group and Don Staley and Dr. Julius Erving are doing right now to convince fans to say, do not let the Knicks fan base come in and take over our arena.
But it also just shows how competitive that this series is, where the owners are getting involved, going, well, what can we do to help our team 1%? That's what's been awesome.
That little edge. Can I ask about the adjustment? We've talked about, the adjustment, the chess piece, the chess match between Nick Nurse and Tom Thibodeau. What's the adjustment that's going to be made on Tyrese Maxey?
I would like to make one. Pick-up point. Pick-up point. We've seen what they've done. It's been a great idea. They are setting these pick and rolls at half court and giving Tyrese Maxey a full head of steam. That's for one. For two, I would like to put OG on him. Some of these other guys that have guarded him have not affected him. Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, both great defenders, but he's had his way with anybody. McBride, you name it. I like OG. I like his size. He's capable of moving his feet. I'm not saying he could just lock Maxey up. I don't think anybody can individually, but I think OG would be a guy you pick. He has a proper pickup point. That could be a
Austin, the pickup point's going to have to be in the backcourt. They give Maxey the ball 80, 90 feet from the basket to let him go flying up the court.
No, I know, but I would like as a player, when you're sitting at a three-point line, no matter how fast he's coming at you, the play is starting now at a point where when he's coming downhill, his room to operate is much less, where he's getting these pick and rolls right after half court. He's too fast and athletic. I mean, Hartenstein's having to, like, meet him at the rim every single time. That's a tall task to ask for any center.
Right. I would like to see, and I'm with you 100%, I would like to see OG Anunoby do to Tyrese Maxey what we're watching Nicholas Batum and Kelly Oubre do to Jalen Brunson. Shadowing him, making it hard for him to get the ball in. They're not going to stop
I was going to say, it's not going to.
I get that. But here's the thing. People are talking about, Joel Embiid, he owed the Philly fan base a monster game. But we have to give credit to Isaiah Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson. Over the last 2 games, Joel Embiid, since he dropped that 50-piece, he's been averaging 38% field goal shooting. They have been doing an excellent job, especially Mitchell Robinson, as far as playing through contact, bodying him up, forcing him off his spots, playing without fouling, making it difficult on him. Right now, I got to go with OG Anunoby with Austin on this one. I think when you think about the ultimate 3-and-D guy, one of the most versatile defenders in the league, put him on Tyrese Maxey. We're not saying you're going to stop him, but you just need to slow him down a little bit.
You think we're getting the best 2 words in sports in this series?
I mean, the Sixers have had trouble in Game 6s at home.
I was about to say the record is.
I'm not going to go right there, but it would be a shame that we don't get 7 if it doesn't happen.
Going 7?
Nah, I picked the Knicks in 6, so I'm standing on it.
Another stunner.
Going 7?
I got Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 7. Yeah. I think I'm feeling that we're going 7.
Can we speak it into existence? Can we just put that in?
You did. When you picked the Sixers the other night, you did speak it into existence.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to put out.
I love to be right. I picked the Knicks in 6. Damn it.
So the Knicks and Sixers, the series has been wild, right? But if you remember, Game 4, Philly felt like there were more Knicks fans. It was like a Knicks home game, Madison Square Garden extended, as the music is suggesting. So the Sixers, the owners, former minority owner Michael Rubin, are all trying to prevent that from happening again. They've purchased tickets, more than 2,000 of them, for Game 6 at the Wells Fargo Center, with plans to give them to first responders, to healthcare professionals, to other local Philadelphia-based organizations, which is cool, which is lovely, but it also speaks to the fact that the Sixers feel like, as Brian said earlier, they need to do every little thing in order to make sure that they are going to force this Game 7. So I'm not saying that that's going to be the difference, UD, but what do you think is going to be the difference maker here?
I mean, I'm going to go to the 2 superstars. In a big game, you got to go to your superstars. I think the Embiid and the Maxey effect, that 2-man game, that pick and roll, is almost unstoppable. It's right up there with Murray and Joker. You can look at the statistics. The numbers say the same thing. And if those guys get it going, you're looking at guys who can come off pick and rolls. If you're too far back, Maxey can pull up. If you're too far up, he can go around you. If you switch to pick and roll, Embiid can post up at the free throw line. He can come off the ball and get to the paint. He can do whatever he wants. And then when you get down the stretch and you look on the other end of that, you have Jalen Brunson, who is playing amazing basketball, but you have 2 guys that could combine for possibly 40, 50, or possibly 60 points, even 70 if they get it going. I don't know how you combat that if you're Jalen Brunson. I know some people think the Knicks might be better without Julius Randle. That might be okay in the regular season, but in a 7-game series, you need another guy. And I just don't know if Jalen Brunson can continue to keep that up. I'm looking at one team that I think is getting stronger, and I think another team is getting a little weaker.
UD, I don't know if you know this, but on NBA Today, when the mayor of New York is here, those are fighting words.
Who that's supposed to be? Listen, I heard somebody on there other day say no rebounds, no rings. I appreciate that.
That was me, because
I didn't say that.
I spent a little time around the Miami Heat.
This is windy.
I did.
My only pushback to that is Joel Embiid is shooting 38% over the last 2 games. I think Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson has done a tremendous job. Now, we talk about the other side of the basketball, and what I noticed in Game 5 was that the Knicks of late, especially in late, they started putting Joel Embiid in more pick and rolls, and he cannot stop it, especially when it's Jalen Brunson coming down here or attacking the basket. Look, this has been a phenomenal series. Again, it's going to come down to who wins the battle out of Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Maxey.
One other thing to watch, Dante DiVincenzo, to go with what UD was saying, they need a little bit of help, more offense. Dante DiVincenzo, when he's been involved in the series, has really helped the Knicks. Watch for him to have some sort of impact tonight.